family. Okay, so glad to be here. So with me today, thankful ETC for organizing this session. So last time we had a great honor to have Teacher Roni present, and today is our turn, my turn. And with me, I have another guest teacher collaborate. She is my partner. We live in the same school, same city, but different school. So later we are going to share that how we start our SDG journey. So thank you for joining, and my partner, teacher Tiffany.
Welcome, okay. Tiffany.
Yeah. So now I'm going to share my PowerPoint. Okay, do you see my, okay, do you see my, okay, yeah. Okay, so today I'm going to share that SDG, how SDG changed our perspective as a educator and so student. Sorry, yeah, and also how SDG changed our community. Okay. So actually, this project is not done alone by myself. So it's a collaboration with my school teacher. Especially, I want to pay a contribution from my art teacher, Eric Tan. So I want to invite him, but it's a pity that he couldn't join tonight. But I really want to pay my respect to him because like teacher Roni shared, in Taiwan, SDG is not our curriculum. So most of the time, it's additional. So most of the time, it depends on some passionate teacher to work together. So definitely, it's hard to work alone. You need to find some partner together. So I'm lucky that in my school, I could not say I have a whole team. And also I don't have the principal full support, but luckily, not lucky as teacher Roni. He got a support from the administration principal, but luckily I have some supporting teacher together. And even more luckily, outside my class at school, we also can work together by this global platform like a ECO, and so got to know teacher, though we were in different school, like a Tiffany. So we work together to start our SDG journey. So I want to say that thank you for the global platform to connect all us together, share our idea. So first, I would like to, this agenda is a part of I want to celebrate because tomorrow is Mother's Day, right? And also, I think we have in family, we have a great mom, and in our planet, we have a great Mother Nature. So I want to invite our Mother Nature to speak something to celebrate the World Earth Mother Day. Then I know in this May, there are some a Teachers Appreciation Week. So not in Taiwan. In Taiwan, we only pay appreciation to teacher in September. I know all across the globe, most of the country, they are celebrating pay appreciation to educator. So this is some appreciation from me, from Taiwan, from us. And then I'm going to show you our, sorry, earthquake. Yeah, our appreciation introduction, our SDG journey. Okay, so let's welcome our Mother Nature to speak something for us for this moment.
Some call me audio? Nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you.
Important message from Mother Nature.
I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me, one way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you?
Okay, so these are the important message from the Mother Nature. I think I will just rephrase this in message like actually the nature don't need us, but we need nature. So either one we regard or disregard, the nature will evolve. So if we don't evolve, so how shall we survive? So I think it's a quite important message. But at this message, maybe we have a different view. So when we talk about, as an educator in Taiwan, so I would say that if we want to do SDG, first, I think the perspective taking is very important. So this is a quite, a popular, famous one when we talk about different perspective. So what do you see? So I would like to invite that maybe see hand, man. You tell me what did you see?
This is a head of a bear.
Sorry?
Head of a bear.
Sorry, so I cannot hear. Yeah.
This is a head of bear.
It's a bear? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think there is not right or wrong answer. It depends on what or how do you see. So actually, when I show this picture to my students or to other educators, they will, the kids will argue, oh, it's a rabbit. You see a rabbit?
It's a bear.
Can be a rabbit or a bear, or can be a turtle.
A tortoise. Okay, so when I show this picture, actually, yeah, my students, they will argue that, oh no, it's a rabbit. Do you see rabbit?
Yeah.
Okay, and
I
then they
think
will argue.
it's a rabbit also.
Yeah, and they will argue, it's a duck. Do you see a duck? And then they will argue, what's that? And okay, so it's not right or wrong, but it's just to see how you look at the angle, the perspective. Okay. Yeah. So,
exactly. It depends on the angle you are looking at.
Yeah, so depend on the perspective. Okay. We need to respect different perspectives. Okay. When we talk about, the SDG and global issue, different perspective. There is not right or wrong, but we just need to look at, observe it, okay, to see. Sometimes we say we see, but we don't observe. Yeah, say this one. We do SDG because like I mentioned in Taiwan, actually we know it's a very global important issue. In Taiwan, most of the school, our curriculum is, most of academic pressure, test, exam. So with SDG, what do you think? Do you see? I think it's a quite popular metaphor that how do you see the problem? So a positive one will say, oh, it's luckily we got half cup of a glasses water.
Yeah.
But for someone, they are not very positive. They will say, oh, what should I do? It just, the glass is empty. The water, just a half of the water. Yeah. So when we do SDG, the problem, how do you see it? So within these limited resources and time, we are, as an educator, we are not fully equipped. How do we proceed SDG? So this is the thing, like I mentioned, that the rubber rabbit is, or the half glass of water, or the glass is empty. So this is something we see. So in Taiwan, in our life, tea drinking is quite popular. I think based on some survey, 3 day, usually people will, just easy to buy drink in a plastic with straw bottle. See lots of plastic pollution in the river is because in Taipei, we don't have the river just nearby. So river is out of sight, out of mind. So actually the river are polluted, but we seldom see. And plastic, take away, just very simple, common to see in the grass, in the nature. Talking about the planet in Taiwan, though we call that we are a Formosan, it's beautiful island, but they are animal. They live in the mountain forest. We don't see. So, but they are suffering because human behavior like a trap. And talking about our culture, so lots of celebration, lots of a restaurant, all you can eat. It's just like a free. So everyone just grab something you can eat. So these are the scenario just around us. But just like a Sherlock Holmes say, usually we see, or we don't see, and we don't observe. So this is a practical metaphor when we doing the SDG. And even we realize that we see the problem. Oh, the SDG. Wow, there are 17. How should I start? Usually as an educator, when I first started as SDG, we felt, I don't know what to do. It's really, stressful. How should I start? Okay. But I think, because like I mentioned, thanks to the global forum and thanks to the communication. So I think for educator, you ever feeling like me or like stressed, frustrated, I think we just need to step outside our comfort zone and just go outside the classroom, because the SDG is not a textbook. SDG is not just happening. You cannot teach SDG in the classroom. So we need to step outside the comfort zone, because just like SDG 13, they changed that because the climate change is happening. We need to take action. So this is some learn. So for me in Taiwan in SDG, I think as an educator, we use 5 R's. Rethink. So rethink educator's role, because you can just teach, you need to facilitate, and we need to relay, because the SDG 17 goal, it seems that a lot. If you look at the history that they change, and we need to achieve by 2030, we only have 9 years. So how can we implement, let our, not only ourselves, as an educator, we need to think about our learner. So the young generation, based on UN, they are the main forces. They are the change maker. Because you need to, our future is on their hand. So how to relay SDG with the real life and world? So, in Taiwan, it's just a pity that usually students most of the time studying, I'm busy. Oh, it's not in the week. It's not in the exam. So usually out of sight, out of mind. Most of the students are not concerned about, SDG. And also, we need to research. So like I mentioned that each school maybe have a different scenario. I think one common thing is that SDG is not in our curriculum. So it depends on some passionate teacher or some passionate administration principal. So we need to research the resource we have. Seeing just like the perspective, we need to think about something we have, not we don't have. So look around your school, your environment, okay? And then the fourth R is reach. We need to reach out to connect. Like I mentioned, that I really feel that the SDG is not in the classroom. You need to, teach, connect your student with the real world. So we need to reach out to connect. And which reach out to connect the community, we can be united and relevant to school itself. Then the learner, our target audience, the young generation, could be change maker. So these are the 5R: rethink our role, relay or SDG, our real life and our culture, research the resource we have, not that we don't have, and reach out and connect, reunite. Okay, so I think only by that, I think these 5R can guide me to act locally, think globally, and pave the way for our future. So the SDG could be, relevant to learner self and myself. And then they can take action for the community. And then they could think about globally. By 2030, we can, unite together to solve the world issue. So now this is a story, how we start SDG journey in our school context, Taiwan. So I'm the teacher from Taipei Wanfu Elementary School, and my school, and the other teacher, I'm going to introduce her later, Tiffany. She is from New Taipei Municipal Yonghe Junior High School. So this is our school. We have some similarity, like we all are located in the city urban area. Even we are in elementary school, she's in junior high school. The common thing is that most of the school curriculum focus on academic performances and busy tight schedule for learning. Not mentioning about we need to spare time, additional time for preparing SDG. Okay, so I think the common issue is that we have a formal subject including SDG curriculum, and SDG awareness needs more attention for teacher and student. This is a how. So now I'm going to share that even I do this, constraint. Like I mentioned, we need to research, look at the half of the glasses, something we have, but we don't have. And teacher, you need to change your perspective. So sometimes SDG is not from teacher. Sometimes SDG is from our student. So I'm going to share that my school story, SDG journey from a bear, story picture, with a tree, then river. And with that in mind, we have a park in our community. So this is something I'm going to share that our journey of SDG 15 Life on Land is not a curriculum we prepare to teach. Instead, that is a story from newspaper. My students see that a panda is so cute. This is a picture on the newspaper. That bear was trapped, the snare. So the bear lost his pawn. So it's a quite, damage, main reason causing for a signature animal into endanger. So this is a picture quite, alerting. So I remember that during a session, because in English lesson, we teach kids about some, a world. I remember that the session, we have a teacher, a foreign teacher from Africa. So he tried to help South Africa, rhino. But, one of my students raised his hand and say, wow, we know rhino is very, terrible situation, but how can we save our own animal in Taiwan? So this is a request, the voices from my students. At that time, our school, especially me, because I'm the curriculum designer, yeah, I think why not? Because the student already aware that I know all the animals are important in the world, but if we don't reach out, save our own animal, how can we save the rhino in South Africa? And we look at the situation about the bear. Panda. Panda is very cute. You know, because lots of resources already, government or even the world help the panda. Panda already been removed from the endangered species, but not black bear. So this is voices from my students. So my school as a corporate from our students request that making bear conservation into our lesson. So that's why, I mean, change our perspective. So teacher, you are not always teaching. So instead, these kids teach us about SDG. So hearing their voices, so we start to collaborate with subject teacher by arts and natural science. And also definitely, like I mentioned, because our school is located in the, in the city, the bear are not around us. So how can we just promote this kind of animal as a awareness with a city school? Because lots of our students, they don't, they don't see the bear only at the zoo. So we need to reach out, think about something we have. Okay. So definitely we need to work. We can have a lesson, like I mentioned. SDGs are not taught in the classroom. We really need to connect them with the real world. So we invite bear expert to come to school, have a session. So with their expertise, our students real understand and gain the knowledge about the wild animal, especially bear. So, they are, in my school, if you ask the students about how many bear, if I ask you a question, how many types of bear in the world? Do you want to answer? Tiffany, Jose, do you know how many types of bear in the world?
3.
3? Okay, more. Ronnie, do you know how many bears? Okay, anyway.
5 or 6.
6. 5 or 6. Okay. So in my school, if you ask the kids about how many types of bear in the world, they will actually tell you they are 8 types of a bear. Actually, 8 types of a bear. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to insert the bear map. Okay. So I think if you want, I can just tell you about the 8 bear from. It's a polar bear, American bear, American bear, brown bear. In South America, we call Andes bear. We call spectacle bear. And in India, sloth bear. Okay. In China, and then in Japan, Vietnam, we call Asia. I think, and Malaysia, the smallest bear, some bear. So we start to make a bear lesson into our curriculum. So starting from my school, grade 1, we make the lesson into our curriculum. So we know they're really proud to be they are a bear ambassador. So we work with definitely, because like I mentioned, we are subject teacher, I'm an English teacher, but I need to change my perspective. I need to work with subject teacher. Though we don't have forest near us, but we could invite a bear expert. They are study research in the forest that they can share with the expertise. So we know that the Taiwan black bear, they don't hibernate in winter, because in Taiwan, they are foods for animals. They don't hibernate. And also for Taiwan black bear, they don't, they will climb a tree and they will make a nest, but they don't sleep in the cave. They are just something like my students learn from start a young age. So we really want them to be proud of our Taiwan animal, especially one black bear. Maybe you will probably ask about white bear. because based on our peer expert, their suggestion that if you don't, because the Thai bear is the largest mammal in our Taiwan. So if you don't protect this flagship, most important species, the other species under his umbrella will be disaster. So that's why not only listening, hearing our students' voices, why don't you save our Taiwanese bear? See the picture show they are just in suffer. And also, I think this suggestion just tie in expertise. Okay, not like I mentioned, think about what we have, what we do. So to promote this kind of animal conservation, we even use technology. So this is something we can those students, we don't live by the forest, but definitely we need to generate their interest about animal and to understand what animal. So we kind of a teacher work with the animal. We design an augmented reality, try to bring this animal into life in our school and using gamification. So these are the 4 signature animals in Taiwan. So we try to promote and generate students' interest in and awareness of the endangered species. They are not just cute; they all suffer endanger the human because of human behavior. So this is a guess. So this is what is it? So we just share, okay, let me just, because time is concerned. Okay, so this is something we have in class that let a student to guess what animal is it. And this is a fur, this is a white chest bear. This is I think it's a piece of fur. And this is also a piece of, I would say skin. So what is the student? So we try to bring this animal to our classroom. So let me show you I want you to see the video. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Maybe I will just maybe let me stop sharing for a while, and then I will show you this video. So this is we call augmented reality. So we call AR. We try to use technology to bring this wild animal into our school and generate their awareness. And actually in the augmented reality, we design some voices from this animal. They're trying to call help for the student. They're explaining why they are endangered species. So let me share this video to you. Okay, I hope that. So this is my school. This is a national park because right now these animals are only visible in national park. This is a leopard cat. This is cloudy leopard. They already extinct. This is a white dolphin. This is a ground snake. Sika deer. This is a black bear. We show them the knowledge about wild animals. Okay, So this is the technology we design using augmented reality to generate the awareness to bring the wild animal into our school. So to think about something, we could enhance the awareness of a wild animal. So we use this technology to bring this issue, okay, for our student. Okay, so let me just go back to my slide. Sorry. Okay, so from this, technology and gamification generate their awareness and idea. Is that audible? Do you see my screen? Sorry, bit of a loss. Sorry, I will come back here. And then let's move on. And by using this technology, definitely my students, they are so happy and they are even eager to be the, bear ambassador. So we are invited, to speak with our measure. This is the map. From this map, kids can use the augmented reality to look for to learn about the knowledge about these wild animal. And with this technology, we even were invited to speak and talk about a bear story with our Taipei city mayor, Mr. Ke. So I think my students, they feel so proud and empowered about it, something. And then with the school classroom, curriculum, the kids even think about, oh, how can we do to help? So that's why they are initiating something they can do. For example, there are some project we've been working with the kids. They make a chocolate, fundraising for donation for the black bear. And these 2 years, because of pandemic, my student over, it's not good to make a chocolate cookie. So they think about, what about we make soap? We can make the soap for fundraising for the bear. So this is the initiation from our students. And then I'm going to show you another. Okay, I think I just used a small screen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So this is how we transfer, change our perspective to follow a bear's journey to start our SDG.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
And I think, like I mentioned, that these are the action my students they think about. They can do actually take some action for fundraising. Not only helping our Taiwanese bear, like I mentioned, they realize there are 8 bears in the world. We're trying to help and unite it with a global bear. So we work with the Russian, Armenia, India. We try to organize a bear for kids organization. My students also by selling their soap, we can also make some small contribution to help Malaysia some bear. So again, my students feel like empowered and they are proud to be Taiwanese black bear ambassador. Okay, yeah. So this is how a bear changed our journey and perspective about SDG. The other one is another is a tree. Okay, so this is a park just near our neighborhood. So when we talk about a park, usually it's a place for kids to play. Lots of jungle bar, a slide. This park is different. This is a park with something we can know about our community history and river stream. So this park we call, this is nearby our school. So the park is a park with a collaboration from our school and with the community. It's a park with a river stream and with our community. So this park we can come to have a lesson. So the teacher are having lesson, making the poster and telling the story of our community. Why? Because this community, we call, see, the kids are looking for something because the grass, the plants are too grassy. So they are looking for, this is called story lamp. On this story lamp, there are some community history from our school. So this is our school we call Little Mayor of our district. So we even invite them to tell the story in this park. So this part not only is for seesaw, so this is the part we could also understand how we can use the water. This is the rainwater. We save rainwater for gardening. And this is the, the pump we used to have water before we have tap water. And this is a little stream. The kids could, do the water examination. And also they could realize that this river connected to our city river, even our river nearby our school. So this is a part with a stream, it's a history. And also, why? Because like I mentioned, SDG is not taught by in the classroom. We need to allow our student to explore the community. So by this part, working with the community, we realize, in our school, a little bit far away, but not too far. So there is a river nearby our school. So instead of just teaching them about water, sanity, SDG 6, we're trying to train our kids to explore the river, explore the water. So actually, we trying to build the ark. With working with some, coach. So we teach the kids to actually do kayaking, adventure. So I close the water, my student really think about, and they got a really chance to see and observe. Oh, they are plastic, pollution in the river. Oh, the river does not smell that good. And how can we protect the river? Make that clean. So take your kids or step outside the classroom. So I think this is the cases from my school. Like I mentioned, we don't have many resources. As educator, we change our perspective to think about something we have, trying to reach out. So now I would like to invite my partner teacher, Tiffany. She is also a teacher, work in the city, suburban area. How can we, because we are not surrounded by nature, student most of the time test. So how can we do SDG to generate their awareness? So now it's I would like to invite teacher Tiffany to tell us that how she managed to start her SDG journey in her school. Let's welcome her. Oh, Tiffany, you are mute.
To turn on. Yes, I have to turn on my microphone. Here?
Yes.
Hello, I am Tiffany. I am a junior high school teacher. It's my honor to talk to you here. And here, let me see. Actually, I have let me see where, why. Okay. First of all, let me introduce my school. This is Taiwan, and my school is in.
Tiffany, we don't see your slide. Would you like to just go back?
You don't see my slide.
Oh, actually, I see 3 slides, not 1 page.
Oh, okay. Try again. Here. Okay, do you see my slide?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It means it's visible and you are audible.
Yes. Very clear. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Thank you so much.
So you don't see my, what's wrong with, I'm sorry. Where is my, okay. Okay, this semester, I invited Winnie to be our school club's instructor. So she teaches, she also teaches at my school's club. So we designed a project for, I'm sorry, this project. Do you see this one? No.
A holiday for SDG, right?
Okay. Not this one.
No worry. You use Canva or slide or PowerPoint.
No. I use I want to
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
It's this one. Do you see my
Oh,
school?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Presentation mode. How about that?
Right. Thank you. And you can see this is Taiwan, and this is my school location. It's in New Taipei City. And I want to show you my school's gate. And this is Taipei 101. It's Taipei's landmark. And I like to introduce our school, International Education School Club. And first semester, our topic is getting to know the SDGs. And in this semester, last semester, I invite Winnie to our school club to instruct our students, and we both Winnie and I designed a curriculum. We invite some educators from the world to see our students' presentation. Also here, we design, first of all, students learned what SDGs are at our class, and then they want to integrate the ideas about SDGs into their life. So they design how to make their holidays green. As you know, we have a lot of holidays in Taiwan. From the PPT, you can see we have Moon Festival. So people like to eat moon cake at Moon Festival. But how students can make Moon Festival more environmental friendly? So students, they are in some small groups, and they discuss and they think. So we also have Lantern Festival. It's also a festival people like to celebrate. And we also have Christmas. So students in that group will discuss and think how to make Christmas more green, more greener. So we also have Valentine's Day, just as you know. And we also have Tomb Sweeping Day. Tomb Sweeping Day in Taiwan, people will worship their ancestors, and they will burn paper money. Yes. So I like to show you students. I don't think you can hear this. Can you hear voice? No. So I like to show you this. Their media. No. They are doing the reporting to to foreign educators. And this one is another student. He is reporting his tomb sweeping festival. He wants to make the holiday great. You see, they report naturally. However, they prepare for a while because they didn't say a lot of English, speak a lot of English, perhaps in class. However, they can use authentic language to describe what they want to say. So this is what we did last semester. Then we talk about Winnie and I designed another curriculum. We want students to understand SDGs, entrepreneur. So in the future year, we want our students to, we can do some connection between our students and these are students from National Taiwan University. They are D-school students. They also have this kind of project. Those students, they want to promote this environmental cup. That means, you know, we have a lot of bubble tea in Taiwan. However, those are, they just use once and they, people use to throw them away. So that will make a lot of pollution. So those university students, they want to use this environmental cup, U-cup, they call U-cup, and they can help this kind of cups they can use for many times and they can save the environment. Another student is from National Taiwan Normal University. They have this kind of club and the students try to make some plans to reduce plastic use. So I think those students, although they are university students, but they really want to do something for our environment and the society. I hope my students, although they are junior high school students, but I hope they can understand those youth, I mean, teenagers, they are low, I mean, elder brothers, elder students, they still do something for our environment. So that's why we design the topic for today. We have SDGs also can change our perspective, no matter for educators or for communities. If we can connect students and the community, so students can learn more, learn something, learn some knowledge outside the textbook. That's what we want to do. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Tiffany. I think this Tiffany school does provide that within limited resources, but how as an educator, as a facilitator, we try to step outside comfort zone and trying to link, use the resource in our community. So I think as a UN study that youth, they are very important for achieving, I mean, the SDG goal. So for teenager, I think they must, we need to like empower them and to be, I think the entrepreneur is a very inspiring concept for them to empower, giving them chances to do something and to learn from the university students in our community. So actually these university group, they are from our district. So they are university just near our, our district. So yeah, so I think using this use power to bring the influence and give them example, I think that's really, give them the chances to understand that, oh, they can do that. So maybe in the future, I could do too. So I really looking forward to, the collaboration with the university students together. Okay, so that's all. Just like in the beginning, our presentation shared that with limited resource, with so vast, SDG goal. So as an educator, we change our perspective. So not the teaching SDG, but instead, maybe this SDG is from inspired by our learner. And not the teaching SDG alone. We could work together, collaborate together, even using the research, the community resource we have. And because if you attend last time's session with the teacher Ronnie, are you there? Because we don't, in my school, we don't have a talented teacher Ronnie, because he can plant the garden, grow the vegetable, and bring coffee to his staff. And also very supportive principal. But city school like Tiffany and I, we got limited resource. But thanks to this like I mentioned, the ECO platform, we really want to not teaching. We trying to be like a facilitator, because like the slide I show you, there are some situations just around us, but sometimes we see, but we don't observe, or we don't see, different perspective. So now, so that's why when I have this opportunity, honor to share, I'm thinking about what can I do, what can I share. So I think maybe just share what we've been thinking about, and we got inspired by the global forum. So that's all from me. I really want to thank you, teacher Tiffany, because she just got like a sudden call from me, and then she's so willing to share her thoughts about the collaboration idea. So thank you so much. And also I want to thank you, teacher Ronnie. If you think about moving to Taipei, definitely come to our school. Okay, and thank you for teacher Ronnie. He always been supportive and inspiring us. So he is always like a model we look forward to. And even he is in Taichung, so definitely see our collaboration. I step outside a classroom. So I think in the near future, maybe next year, you can see our 3 schools will work together. Hope so. Okay, that's all from Taiwan, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to share. So now I would like to maybe teacher Ronnie, you could be our host.
So if you guys have any, can you hear me? So it was a wonderful presentation, and I, you must know that like last time you were talking about resources. Even Taiwan, we have a school system, but sometimes the resources is not properly managed for SDGs. So these teachers like Winnie and Tiffany, they're working really hard. So if you guys have any question that you want to ask, and hopefully we can answer from Taiwanese perspective. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask.
I want, may I say something?
Sure.
Please.
I want to thank you so much, Ronnie, for your support. Always stand with us in any time. Thank you, Ming and Tiffany, for this wonderful and fruitful presentation. It was so great. and I'm sure you will be with us next program.
Mm. Sure, sure. It will be our great pleasure to be here. Like I mentioned, that as an educator for SDG, they are 5R, not reduce, reuse, recycle. So it's rethink, relearn, research, and yeah, whatever you. So I think we should research and reconnect, reunite it.
Yeah. I love your smile so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's like a family. We so always happy to come back to share. I remember last year it was my first year to present. I was also very nervous, but thank you for the great family. You are just like a breeze. Make us so comfortable, and lots of us support. Yeah, thank you so much.
Also, I want to thank Corina.
Oh yeah.
Corina, she's always be with us.
Yeah, she works a lot, and she's there for the short notice. And every time she's busy, she's trying to stop by. That makes family special. No, that's called family in there.
Great family, yes.
And I just share one link that you can do like AR, augmented reality. It's not a full version. You need to pay money, but actually still you can work. The students can work on it. So I work with the students, so you can have the free version. A little bit you can play around, and it's easy to make. So I just share the link with you so you can try it too.
Wow, please share. Yeah, I think today, so by doing SDG, never just stop, just do it. I think when you do it, you will know, you will find solution and find resource. Because when you step outside the classroom, so think about that. If I don't do SDG, how could I know this great family, Teacher Tiffany and Teacher Ronnie? Or buy me a coffee if you next time. Oh, he doesn't buy us coffee, not yet. Okay, yeah, I mean, just step
come to
outside.
Taipei. Come to Taipei.
Yeah, deliver.
We treat you.
Okay,
no
actually,
problem.
Tiffany and I would like to visit his garden in Taichung. So in Taiwan, actually, we are in the north, but Teacher Ronnie is in the central of Taiwan. So I think we definitely would love to visit his garden. Yeah, and learn something. Yeah, we really need someone that they can like we say roll up your sleeve and do. But just it's a pity most of the SDG they just teach in the classroom. They just read newspaper, read storybook, but actually they need to step outside the classroom to see the real world, even to plant real vegetable. If you're talking about food waste, right? Eating healthy, how can you teach the student if they don't know how vegetable grow? Even you just teach them SDG, zero, no waste, zero waste, food hungry, zero hunger. But if you don't teach them, you plant your food by yourself to see. And then they will know, we should cherish the foods on the plate. So I think really something that I learned, I've been inspired by, starting SDG is that just doing, and definitely take your students outside the classroom to see the environment around us. If you don't take them to outside classroom, outside school, but you need to relay SDG to their life environment. So just like a Tiffany share, we trying to, the holiday, because the festival, it just in our life. How can you buy chocolate, right? Valentine's Day, what kind of a chocolate you will buy? So they would start to think about, maybe the chocolate don't come from the rainforest. Yeah, I especially like the group, the conversation from Tiffany's student, because we talk about holiday, we think about Moon Festival, and we talk about a Chinese New Year. But one of the students they mentioned about Double Tenth Day. It's a national holiday. So he just thought about that. How can we just not spend money not to buy this weapon? Because on parade, national holiday, most of the government will show that how strong we are. So they will show the tank, the weapon, to show the army. So the student just see from different perspective. They mention about, can we just not buy this weapon? How can we not focus on peace? See, Russian, Ukraine. So I think I'm really amazed by the students' perspective. Yeah, so I see, see, on national holiday, why the government only show their power, military force? Why can they just reduce the budget on weapon to do something to promote peace? I think during this time, because when they talk about it, the war hasn't been happening, right? Yeah, so right now, right now when I think about this, I would say, wow, yeah, why our government cannot do something about peace, to do more pieces, and the world think about united in pieces. So I think, so actually, that's why, in my presentation, I would say that change our perspective. So we are educator, but sometimes we don't teach SDG. We observe and then be facilitator. So most of the time we learn from the kids, we learn from the student. So just like a bear. So people always ask me, why do you do bear? Yeah, because we listen. We listen to actually it's really my students' voices. Why don't you save our Taiwan bear, Taiwan animal? Instead, you save the African rhino, so I think we should really think about the problem just near us, around us. And then we can be act locally and then united globally. Okay, so thank you so much. So I think maybe like a Mother Nature, the video I show you, the nature don't need us. We need nature. And then tomorrow, I think it's a universal Mother's Day, right? So I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you in your family.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day, and hope that all educators united together, our Mother Earth could be a very happy Mother's Day.
Healthy.
Yeah, healthy SDG holiday, Mother's Day. Okay, so I will over to our Ronnie, teacher Ronnie. Could you be a wrap up and summary and end our session if there are no further questions?
Yeah, I think it's almost time. It's been it's a great presentation, and it's great to hear from the teachers and how they do it in a real. It's very hard, and also other educators can learn from Taiwan. Taiwan is a small country, but there are people with a big heart, and even they're small, they have a big heart. So there are a lot of things we can share, and actually we explained before, like a Kamal, networking is one of the best things to learn from each other, to share the resources and share the experience. And hopefully a wonderful experience today. And if you have questions, please contact us, and we will try our best to answer your questions and queries, and keep up doing the best thing. And happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. Okay, so take care, and
thank you. Thank you for spending your time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Okay,
Wow,
bye.
happy Mother's
Bye.
Day.
Bye.
Bye.
bye-bye.
Mother's Day, Carnation. And also to our Mother Earth.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
Take care of
you.
yourself. Okay, bye-bye.